What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode and installment of the Chop Sports Fight Factory, coming to you live from the Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru studio, which, by the way, just re-upped for another year. Just happened on my ride down. So thank you to Mr. Richard Luke George, my guy,
No
and
wonder
my
why
boy
it took
Greg.
you longer to get here. You were so excited, you forgot how to get back to the studio.
Yeah.
And you left Payne and I here with a whole bunch of alcohol.
I'm so distraught that I actually left the door unlocked. That's the worst part, because I never do that. But anyway,
no one knows we're here.
We're being powered by Absolute Eyewear. Getting involved. That's Craig and Janine down in Woodbridge. Go check those guys out. $100 off frames and or lenses if you say Chop Sports over there in Woodbridge.
Does that work on Ray-Bans?
Ray-Ban. Yes, they have everything. They have Ray-Bans, because I know that because
I don't wear them.
Jimmy's fucking read that he's been doing for the entire length.
No,
of
I don't
time.
I don't need Ray-Ban like seeing or reading glasses. I have Dr. Del Russo.
Doctor who?
Dr. D.
Laser.
Oh,
Laser.
all right. I don't know who that is.
How
I
is
was trying to see
Jimmy
if I
doing,
can
by
get
the way?
sunglasses for like $50. That's why.
Who?
Jimmy.
Palumbo?
Yeah.
He's fine. It's great.
I don't go on Facebook anymore, so I don't ever see him.
Oh, you're talking about Jimmy Palumbo.
Instagram? Do you do Instagram at least?
Yeah.
His clips are there. Like, he's doing fine. Anyway, this
Nice,
is the Fight
your daughter
Factory. Imagine
sucks.
that. Yeah,
Hey, it's all under the same
Atrocious.
damn umbrella.
it is. Everybody's
Nah,
under
she
Chop
sucks.
Sports. I don't know what to tell you. Hope everybody's doing well. I guess you guys are doing all right. You guys brought the beverages and stuff like that.
Do not start. It's 5:06 on a Thursday. It's 5:08.
Beer on the wall,
Yeah.
right? What we got the sign. What's it say this week? Indie wrestlers smell. Well, that's factual. Or Vader. Rest in peace. Smelly
He
guy.
really smells now.
Oh, nothing was better.
Jesus.
Nothing was better.
I would
than,
say too soon, but it's been like a couple years now.
Nothing was better than when fucking Vader was taking a nap on the wrestling mats and fucking Craig Steele went over and took the helmet and put it on.
He took the helmet.
He was like 4 feet from his face.
Wait a minute. So Vader was still wearing that
Yeah,
helmet
No,
in
he,
Japan?
He didn't
he
wear
brought it for signings.
He
and
would
shit,
sit it
just
on
to-
the table for the
people,
pre-show
but
Because he
stuff.
said he hated wearing that fucking thing.
I mean,
Dude,
the
it
thing was like
sick.
87 pounds.
Yeah.
It was huge.
And
Anyway,
it was snug
Shay.
but it was snug on Craig.
Shay's back in the
I love
building,
you.
ladies and
Hi.
gentlemen. So she's back here. I'm Dave Sturchio. That's Chris Payne, and that is Tommy D over there. What? No, here we go. He's got. I can't do the. I'm gonna lose my mind.
That's the
Payne.
crickets.
I've been having a really good week, and I don't need you to.
Drum set.
That's great. Here we go. Payne. The
Record scratch.
Yeah, but this is what happens. You left us here.
You know,
Claps are red. Claps are red.
Tommy,
Tommy,
red.
you don't
Okay.
get red.
Tommy gets booze.
Crickets.
Crickets. All right.
Crickets,
It's
right?
okay.
So every time Payne wants to do a sound effect, he's going to be able to do it because he's 6'4".
Notice
and he can reach.
the sound
Why
effect
are we
will
doing
come.
this, Shay?
For him having sound effects.
The
No,
sound-
that's very good. No.
The sound effects will come whenever I lean out of the frame.
Yeah, so
when I go
anytime-
that way.
And if you're listening on the old podcast, not watching us, you don't know who's controlling everything. So it's just a mystery. Anyway, nice set. We have a nice set going on here. We got Stone Cold.
Yeah.
We got Sean. We got some Hogan, some Kurt Angle, and some Sid. Sid doesn't apply here. He doesn't belong in
Yes, he does.
In the
And-
elite of the
no,
Austin
no,
Michaels.
I will tell you
Did
why
you
he
just
belongs
put
in
the word
there.
elite in talking about them?
They're
Like the
elite.
Don't ever
actual
fucking do
definition
that.
of
The
elite.
name of the
Icons.
figures
Oh my
are
God.
WWE Elite
How about
action
that?
figures.
How about that? I didn't know that.
No, you did, Dave. I'm winking.
Oh, he's winking through his glasses. Okay, I didn't know that.
No, the reason why Sid's on the table is because in a very controversial move, Hogan pulled Sid over the top rope in that outfit.
That's true.
And I think
Oh my
Kurt
God.
Now, what
Angle's-
did Hogan have
And
for
that
lunch
mania,
that
it
day?
was when Warrior came back.
Yes.
yes.
Papa Shango involved. Yeah, that's cool. And Kurt Angle in there.
Kurt
why?
Angle is not a
He never won a Rumble. did
not
he?
a Rumble winner.
That's surprising.
However, I just
How
thought
did
that
Kurt
is
Angle never win a
one
Rumble?
badass figure, especially with the crying face.
Oh, it's awesome.
If we had a zoom in
And of
technician,
course,
I'd tell him
Shawn
to zoom in.
Michaels, who, by the way, I watched it on Peacock the other day. It's over there. Two Dudes with Attitude. I've seen it a couple times, but I rewatched it.
Yeah.
it's one of those like behind the scenes things with him and Kevin Nash, and great documentary. It's very, very cool stuff. It's just crazy how many failed gimmicks. I felt like Kevin Nash is Christopher Avery Kuling, or Big Ben. Big Ben had how many fucking things before he quit?
Well, what did he have? He had the
Oz.
Huh?
Master-
No, we're talking about
Oz.
Nash. Or we're talking about Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Oh, Big
Oh,
Ben. You don't
Big
even know who
Ben.
Big Ben is. So
Big Ben had the British,
the British guy,
and then he was a psycho.
psycho. He was also Dr. Ock, whatever the thing in that stupid group that they made.
Was I there for that?
You were there for that. It was PWS. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was the fat clown. Fucking him.
Spalding.
Yeah. And Jaguar was the big leather face.
And go figure, his brother's an all-pro offensive lineman.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out. The whatchamacall is
if
also...
If you zoom in on me right now, all you're going to hear is the Curb Your Enthusiasm music because
he's
I
lost.
have no idea what's going on.
This is why it's the meeting. Here we go. What the fuck? Oh my god. You know, I can't even. Who was that guy? Arkham. Remember him? The size of that mother effer?
That guy was like
Holy
63
shit.
years old.
He really was. He
on
was
all
old.
types of steroids.
That's
Said
all
he
good.
didn't work out. He was like DK Metcalf of the Indies.
Remember? That's a very good comparison. You remember his laugh? Anyway, Tommy still left out. So
And he
we're
had
just going to continue this.
giant-
We're going to continue going down memory lane while Tommy just sits
He
there.
had
It's fine. It's fine.
He had two giant
Wings.
Batman Begins
Yeah, he
wings
was a
on
big
his
Batman
shoulders.
guy.
Well, with the name
Tattooed.
Arkham, I kind of figured that.
I feel bad though. Didn't he have a house fire and lost all his guitars?
He did. He lost
He
everything.
was he lost a lot. Of them.
Oh, that
I think he
sucks.
moved in with Jeff Babcock, if I'm not mistaken, for a little while.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Craven
Jeff Babcock?
Wow. You don't know Jeff Babcock.
No, you're right. I don't.
Oh,
I
all
wanted to
right.
make
You
myself
got me
feel
excited
better.
there. Like, son of a bitch.
He hit me in the face one time and said he didn't. That's cool.
Yeah, no.
Moving on.
He was a little Stifsky. And now you have Adam Kirkland, who is a Wish version of Jeff Babcock's Craven Varro. You don't even know who Kirkland is. All right, so
Moving
Rat
on.
Bastards. Jesus
Dave,
Christ.
Dave,
Oh,
let's start. We're at Richard Lucas Chevrolet. Go
yes.
Restart.
Anyway, welcome
ahead. Oh no,
everybody
Absolute Eyewear.
to the Fight
Go.
Factory.
No, we're way
Go.
past that.
We're way past that.
We're talking about Kevin Nash's gimmicks. I was about ready
Kevin
to start
Nash's
throwing them
gimmicks
out.
were Oz and
Master Blasters.
dude, the Master Blasters the promo that I watched. I was like, all they did was like lift a car on its side, and they were like, yeah, it's like, and then they were in the ring for their first match, and it was like a fart in church, bro. It was so bad.
Yeah, the gimmick could have been cool if
They were just trying to replicate what they lost in the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Road Warriors went over to WWE and they're like, all right, we need something. How about Nash and this other bald guy that I've never seen before, who probably never panned out to be anything. No
I mean,
offense.
Master Blaster now, it's a different movie, but
I never seen it. Is it a porn?
yeah.
Yes,
See, I didn't see it, but that's just
but it came from
sounds like
came from Tommy, so we knew it was porn.
No, okay. Tommy doesn't watch anything else.
But if there was ever, we got into this because of wrestling
Christian boy.
figures. If there was ever a wrestling figure that should have been made, I I totally forgot that he did this. The artist formerly known as Goldust, when he came out,
dude, with the ball gag in his mouth and shit.
no, he had the green wig with
Yeah.
like the wing glasses.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. And he
Was
used
that
to come
when-
out with
was that when he was doing
ball
the stutter?
gags.
Is that when he was doing the stutter?
No, that was
no,
later
no.
on. He got shocked by
That's
something.
when he abruptly told Melina he was leaving her.
he was going niche.
Stay.
Such a weird gimmick. At the time, you know,
He gave a great seminar.
He did. He was that.
He seems like
I've
one
said
of-
that story because I remember he did that seminar, and then me and Gibbs. That was my first singles match I ever had in
Here
my
we
life.
go. Here we go.
And he goes, he's basically producing me my first match, and I was like, this is actually kind of wild.
Was that the one where you said that you did absolutely nothing he told you to do?
Yeah, he basically said, listen, he goes, when you do a double down, like a double clothesline or whatever,
Yep.
don't move your
Yeah.
body until 5.
You're dead, and then you're
dead.
not on your feet till 8.
Right. So me being the panic that I'm like, are we over on time? Like I double clothesline. It was like 1, 2. And I was like, I started moving. And then I got done with the match and I went to the back and I was like, hey man, what'd you think? He's like, you got up at 2. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
So
he
Dude, that was-
legitimately seems like one of the nicest guys.
No, he
dude.
was great.
Super
but the
dude.
funniest thing about it was like they always tell you like when you're like doing like meeting the vets, like the real vets, like the ones that have been there. They're like, don't break their balls, don't ask stupid questions. And immediately you get a stupid question and you could just hear the anger, the frustration, and disappointment
what about the-
from having to be Goldust.
like the Matt Hardy seminar, he was like, he didn't want to hear shit.
he didn't want to
first
do
of all,
anything.
He was a little.
He was a little
I was
tipsy.
about to say,
Tips.
of course he didn't want to hear shit. He just wanted to go back.
No, Goldust
I
was
remember he showed up with a Monster energy drink, and I was like, "Oh, he's just a little wired." No, he's trying to come down. He's trying to come down.
Or he
Goldust
could've
was
had it
sitting in the
mixed
ring.
with,
He had his arms on the ropes like this, and he was crossed like this. And somebody asked him a question about being the gimmick, and like you could just tell how annoyed he
Deflated.
was. And he was just like, "Oh, you just got it."
Have
You
we
know,
started anything yet?
No, not really.
country fucking
We're getting
boy,
into
and
it.
you just got to fucking do it. And it's like whatever, and then you just got to fucking go
But
in.
hey, listen, he's getting a lot of. I feel like he's getting a lot more airtime lately with AEW. I
Yeah,
feel
he
like we're
was
seeing a lot of
not
dust.
for nothing.
You know what
though.
it is?
He did the drop to his knees punch up, like his signature.
Yeah.
And then when he went to get up,
Struggle
oh
bus.
yeah.
Hey, man, he's a grandfather.
He's also he's getting old, dude. Like
He's not getting old. He's old. He's wrestling old.
yeah. Well, We'll talk
You know
about
what?
them in a
He's
little bit.
damn treasure.
Which,
and
by the way,
Dustin.
your
Runnels, I love
prediction,
you.
your prediction was wrong.
About
Because
what?
I'm looking at
His boots are going for 10
I looked
grand
at
on
Shay's
eBay.
notes, and she did not mention you at all in the conclusion of Dynamite. We'll
I'm
get into
shocked.
it.
You know
We'll get
why?
into it.
No. Why'd you have to bring it up now? Let him get excited later.
No, but there's a reason why, because we talked about this when you were taking the long way here.
Oh, it was,
Her DVR cut off before she got to see the end of it.
my internet went out during something. I never tried to go back.
Her
Dave was-
DVR went off before the end of it.
Dave
so.
was late today because he had to go all the way to Woodbridge to Supercuts for his haircut.
First of all, Jimmy the Barber, my guy.
The guy in Woodbridge. Or
This is
Ford.
why-
Is he Ford?
Wait, you
Woodbridge?
go to Jimmy?
Jimmy the Barber. Here we go.
Your guy is just before
You're
the
a
Menlo
loser.
Mall, right?
No. He used to work at Made Man Barbershop, and then he opened up his own shop across the street. And then, so I was stay loyal to the game, bro. These hoes are loyal.
Hey,
after
listen,
all.
I'm the
You
same.
are a
way.
hoe.
The dude
I
that's
am.
cut-
For
the dude that cuts
show.
my hair now used to cut my hair when I lived in Amboy, and he moved down to Tom's River.
Who puts the paprika spray in there? Who's got?
I have not dyed my hair.
No.
Nope.
You got to embrace it, bro. I've embraced mine.
I'm
It's
not
over.
going
The
to, trust
struggle
me.
is over.
He said he stopped doing the 96 Hogan tan.
Oh, no more tans?
No. I took a couple days off because I was getting a little too dark.
I was getting a little skin cancer.
No, but
No big
listen,
deal.
with the possible manager role coming through, the hair dye's coming
How many
back.
times is this guy going to talk
Turns
about
out
being
the
a possible
spots on my
manager?
skin are a little dangerous.
No, the hair dye. The hair
The
dye
circles
is
got
coming
bigger.
back.
I'm not sure what
The
they
hair
are.
dye is coming
Kinda
back
looks
on
like
the
the
hair and the
moon.
beard very soon.
Oh my god.
The Giuliani drip
The
will
Giuliani.
be returning.
Great. I'm melting. All right, let's get into some wrestling, shall we? Let's
Isn't
just
that what
touch
we've been
on.
doing?
Yeah, imagine that. We'll touch on SmackDown a little bit.
SmackDown.
Just basically the main event, which was supposed to. Well, it was Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and I say Styles to everybody, and it's
Styles.
all because of you, and LA Knight. For the
Yeah.
winner to meet Roman at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a one-on-one match, but turns out Schmucko McSmuckerson, Roman Reigns, gets involved, and looks like Nick Aldis had his way with that one, and he
I
makes
love the ending to that.
That was great.
The ending to that was great with Heyman and Nick Aldis when Aldis went up to him.
and it was like off camera, no mic.
It was beautifully
I think
done.
it was very well produced.
Yeah.
And everybody's losing their mind over this. How could Roman Reigns beat three other people? This is bullshit. You do realize that he has two people in his corner, which
You
is
know what's funny?
Solo and
You know what's
Jimmy.
funny? Tommy still talks like it's real. Yeah, yeah. Tommy, it's
Well, no, because people are
still
just
real to
like-
him. Damn it.
No, because
but
people are saying-
no.
they're saying-
Who? You're saying every time you do this all the time. People are saying anybody who says how is anybody supposed to beat somebody else in wrestling? They're clearly 7 years old. So I know
Because
who you
people are
talk
looking
to.
at it.
Did you not read the card?
They're trying to find a reality point to it, which I do the same thing when it comes to certain thing with wrestling because you got to have some sort of reality to
Sure.
it.
But not like I can't believe he defied the odds and he has to beat
you
3
know
people.
That, you know that there's going to be interference.
Sure.
So,
I mean, look, this
You're
ain't-
going to eventually
this
have a
ain't the-
one-on-one.
This ain't the Royal
at
Rumble.
some point.
Right. This ain't the Royal Rumble preview episode. But by the way, all 3 of us. Shay, you coming?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Shay will be here, and Gino Gotts apparently.
I guarantee you it's
Nikos
going to be me,
Ricos
you,
might
and
be
Shay.
making
just
it.
like
Nico,
it was
Big
the
Bill,
last one.
I
baby.
reached out to Big Bill.
Bill, baby,
I said,
gotta get in
Bill,
there.
when you're
Big-
done banging the moms, you're supposed to be training. Come on down.
Wait, who else is coming here now?
Nikos Ricos. You know who that is?
I know the name.
Yeah, you've tried to see it.
He wears
Anyway.
this singlet that's not a singlet.
It's like half a singlet.
It's like Andre meets Ryder.
Opa.
Opa.
So I still say it's going to be me, you, and Shay, just like it has been.
Can you say hummus?
Can you say hopa? All right. So anyway, early prediction. Obviously, there's more SmackDowns to get to before
Orton
Royal
wins.
Rumble. Do we think Roman drops the belt here?
To Orton.
No.
You
No.
think so?
Yes.
Wow. Payne coming out with some hot
No, I
spitting
don't.
fire.
I think he drops it to
You
Orton.
are crazier than a shithouse
Bro,
rat
they
at
got
Chris
so much
Jericho's
to
house.
set up in 3 months. So much.
I mean,
They're gonna wait till WrestleMania.
I think it's going to be Rock Roman at Mania for no belt.
I would love that. I would love if there's no belt involved.
Because then he could take his rightful place at the head of the table and then
Yeah, but,
pass the
that,
torch.
but to me, that's fucked up for
Who
Cody.
wants to tell everybody that Rock is not really in the bloodline?
Who?
Anybody want to say that? Does anybody want to like make mention
So,
that
and I hate
he
when
really
people
is?
say that because you're then saying that okay, so his mom was adopted into the family. So you're now saying that adopted people are not part of the family that they're adopted into?
Bloodline, Tommy.
How is he not part of the bloodline? His grandfather's Chief Pete Maivia.
Because the mother was adopted.
And Hawaii. And it's a
What does
wholly
it mean?
different family, bro. Like,
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. The more you know. But anyway, yes.
But it doesn't matter. They looked at him as
God
family.
damn it, Tommy.
What are we running here?
It's like, it's unbelievable.
Are we not shooting live?
Look who's talking over there with your fucking ringtone that you had going the past 2 weeks.
I don't
sir.
remember that.
It's Back to the Future, not fucking old settings.
Alt settings.
Settings. Anyway, so Payne thinks that Roman drops the belt. We'll get more into that as we get along, go along with closer to Rumble.
We
which
don't
is,
get along. That's
we
the
don't.
whole
That's
thing.
that seems
why
to
it
be
works.
a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So Raw starts off with a great promo. I think it's a banger
God,
promo between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre was hinting that he was leaving, and then he was blaming everything on Punk, and then Punk comes out. McIntyre was from the hipski, you think? A little bit? Just a little bit?
You know that
A little bit of frustration?
I'm just a little confused as to, like, we had LA Knight, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. I mean, then you bring in Orton and Punk same night. Now we're all of a sudden going to bring McIntyre back into the fold. How many fucking guys are we going to try to keep
and this is,
in the top loop?
And again, I never bought into the idea of McIntyre being the guy over there. I never. Maybe it's the promos that I just can't get behind, or maybe you know what I mean. Like,
Maybe he
deserves to
comes
be-
out with a sword, but he's not William Wallace. I don't know.
The sword thing bugs me too,
Well,
because it's like
that
the
was a
one
big
time
thing.
he swung the sword and cut all the ropes.
Oh, nice.
I was like, so he's trying to kill him. Is that what we're going
They
with?
gave him a real sword?
That thing is
it's funny that
effective.
you mentioned that because that was kind of one of the big things that they were spreading on Twitter was if he's going to be a heel, get rid of the sword. But wouldn't you think a heel would have the sword?
Yeah, he's going to have a weapon.
I mean,
I just don't see them
Finley
going around
had the
stabbing
shillelagh.
people. I don't think they're going around dismembering people on
He
Raw.
said the shillelagh.
That's what it's
yeah,
called.
I know it's called that. It's just a funny word. So anyway, looks like Punk is. We all know Punk's in the Rumble. He's telling everybody he's going to be, go on and win the main event. And now, hey, guess what? McIntyre's in it too.
I think LA Nate
LA Nate?
LA Nate.
Him too.
And his brother LA Knight, they drop out, and then LA Knight starts
Did
going
you
for
see
the
that LA Knight just did
Intercontinental.
another
I see something
interview
else.
with
I'll
Van
tell you.
Vliet?
Yes.
Or Van Vliet. I hate
And
that
he
you ever
talked
said
about-
that once because now it's stuck in my head.
And he talked about going
Whoever
for the
called
United
him
States
Van Vliet.
Championship
Or the IC
and the
champ,
IC
you did.
title. So I think he's going to drop down to the IC title, which would be
But
perfect.
Have I not been saying that?
I got not a better idea, but IC title's on Raw. So I think he's primed for
If
the
so
US
facto
title.
makes a trade.
Well, no, but think about it.
Gone
If Cody beats Roman, Cody goes to SmackDown. LA
They
Knight
got to
comes
figure that
Raw.
out. Because if they're really trying to push the brand split the way it's supposed to be, like how are you gonna? He needs to be traded. They need to do like a transaction. Of
I think
some
they should
sort.
stop at the brand split and just keep fighting, like having each guy, like Attitude Era. Everyone fought and clawed to try and be the best guy. You had Triple H.
And they had
Because
both belts back
but
then
because
too. I
each
think.
network wants their own champion.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true because I'm pretty sure that Raw and SmackDown. I'm not sure was the World Championship on both brands. I'm pretty sure it was.
The World Heavyweight Championship,
This
the
one.
big gold, was
Big
on
gold,
SmackDown.
right in front of us.
That
Yeah.
was SmackDown because it was always Batista,
Yep.
Edge, Taker, Mr. Kennedy,
Jericho.
Mark
which,
Henry.
by the way, I saw a surprise
Rey
Rumble
Mysterio,
entry,
all
possibly.
those guys were in a great Khali, even if you want to throw them in. They were always in the
Christ.
fold wrestling for that belt.
hey, be nice.
And then you had
if
Cena.
it wasn't for his bad knees, he could have had more of a career.
Stop. The guy never could move, ever.
You try being that fucking big.
I'm not, but I can move because
your
I'm not
wife-
that big.
That's what your wife says.
Christ almighty. Tommaso Ciampa defeats Finn Balor.
Move on.
Ludwig Kaiser defeats versus
How you
Kofi
gonna sit
Kingston.
there and
Ended
say
in a
move
double
on? The
count.
Judgment Day is doing their best stuff ever right now.
Well, hold on. Can you fucking let me
I'm
go?
talking to him.
Well, talk to me. I'm the guy.
What? Because
I'm
I
the
don't
leader
care
here.
that he wrestled Ciampa?
You are just a abysmal human being.
You just argued that it's a fucking real life thing and that he's so worried about beating a gang. The outsiders were there. And you weren't
Outsiders
sure
were
if the
there?
mice and men were going to be able to take him out.
Mice and
Lenny
men.
was there?
Lenny too.
I'm Lenny.
Ludwig Kaiser versus Kofi ended in a double count after the match. Did you see that, bro?
Dude, that
Holy
chair shot at the end, what the fuck was that?
Not chair shot. The fucking
Stairs?
boot to the stairs.
No, I'm talking about the chair shot that got thrown right in fucking Kofi's eye.
Well,
I
he
don't
deserved
remember.
it.
Why didn't I see that? Or maybe I wasn't looking
Ludwig
at that
picked
moment.
up
But
the rolling chairs
those
and
chairs.
lawn darted
Oh, the
it
real
right
chair.
in his face.
Like the chair we're sitting in. No, but I saw they sold the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Kofi's got to be gone for a little while.
Yeah.
And I will say this, maybe that could be something where Kaiser's in the Rumble, next man in is Kofi. Boom. Like relive that there.
This is
a good spot for it.
is Kofi's I'm not out, but I'm really out gimmick still going on, the Rumble thing?
He
Like where he
messed it up
jumps
the
onto
last
his
He messed
chair.
it up a
years.
couple
He
years
did.
in a row.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I thought so.
I mean, sometimes when he first started doing that shit, I was like, wow,
Yeah, it was
this
cool.
is great.
But
I
then
know
when
this
he
is
started
bringing it
doing the
back a couple-
handstand, it's like, dude, you're out of the ring. You're not even like.
I know this is
like
bringing
you're
it back
in
a couple
gorilla.
weeks,
You got
but
two hands on the fucking.
You're in the gorilla again. Like,
Yeah.
come back out.
Did you know that the first night the CM Punk was back on Raw and he saw Kofi backstage?
You're making me crazy. He's like, oh, I don't do that anymore. It's like, oh.
That always brings me back to when they were in the middle of the ring.
What happened to your accent?
Triple H.
Did you used to be Jamaican? That's great. Nia Jax cut a promo and said that when she
was
wins
excellent.
It
the
wasn't bad
Rumble,
at all.
she's going to go after Rhea. She also said that the only reason Rhea is unstoppable is because the two of them have never faced off one-on-one.
Rhea drops.
In comes Mommy.
Mommy drops it.
No.
Unfortunately, I think she drops it.
At
Look at
WrestleMania,
Shay's shaking her head. She don't see that coming.
You don't see it
I
happening?
disagree.
You disagree?
I think she'll hold it till WrestleMania too.
No, she's
Okay,
dropping
and that's
it at
why you don't have a
WrestleMania,
camera.
for sure. Because what's her name has to win the Royal Rumble.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, we'll
What's
see.
her name?
She's not like other girls.
Nia Jax.
There you go.
Kaden Carter, speaking of other girls, Kaden
Right,
Carter and
'cause she
Katana
eats
Chance
the other
defeats
girls.
Chelsea and Piper.
God, I love that tag team.
Which one?
Katana and Carter.
Oh, because Chelsea Green and Piper are very funny.
Listen, I love Chelsea Green, and I know Piper's your favorite female wrestler, but Katana and Carter.
First of all, I liked her a lot better when she was Dewdrop. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost feel like Chelsea and Zach have switched roles. Well, like it's just all Hulk.
It's not
But
an unfair
it works,
assessment.
though, because it worked for him.
It did, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I've watched her over the years. She's been at our shows with us and on
Yeah.
our cards and stuff. Like she's an excellent worker. Like she can actually
yeah,
go
but
in
she's
the
showing
ring.
that in the ring.
No, I know that, but I'm just
But
saying.
this is definitely.
I'm saying she
putting
could
it on
be-
the back burner for a little while.
I'm saying she
now-
could be better than that. You know, I know they got the thing going with Nia and Becky or whatever, but I'm just saying like.
Yeah, but now they got
Chelsea's
that-
kind of like being like it's like the comedic thing again.
Yeah, but
Like,
now
it's
they
like,
got that thing going.
At
with
what point do you
Chelsea
stop it so it's not comedic anymore, and then like you can make that switch so she's serious again?
Correct.
Because you don't
You
want
gotta
to
have
you
a
don't
turn-
want
you
to
gotta
lose
have a
it.
turn on
that
Niven.
girlfriend.
You don't want to lose it because then all of a sudden it's going to be like, all right, well, it's not believable now.
Yeah.
What's her name from NWA? The NWA champion. They're hinting that she's coming to Raw, and she's what's her name? Camilla, something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
She's
like fucking 5'10".
yeah, but she's been posting stuff on her matches with Chelsea in
Chelsea?
the past.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. What is that?
There's
French?
an A at the end of her name.
Is that French?
I probably got
Chelsea.
confused. Chelsea.
So that could be bringing the series.
So
out
the
there.
so the Golden Globes were over the weekend.
Oh,
If anybody
God.
cares,
no
that's
one
a lot.
cares.
Listen, just hear me out when I'm delivering this.
Fucking pedo watch.
Jesus.
What? Oh, gonna get me canceled?
No, I don't really care about that. I do care about that. I don't care about that. But what I will say is the Golden Globes is an award show for greatest performances, actors, movies, all this other shit. Nobody holds a candle to what R-Truth delivered on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, my
that
God.
was the
That was the
funniest
best thing
shit
ever.
I've ever
That
seen
vignette, it was
produced.
beautiful.
It was so good.
Yeah, but now
R-Truth,
they're all getting
I
into
never
it.
want him to go away.
Yeah, but they're all getting into it now. Finn Balor posted on Twitter of the baby picture of him. Can somebody please change my diaper? Like, are you kidding me?
Bro, and what's this guy? Damian Priest is acknowledging that he's like that was funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's saying it on the air. The JD McDonough thing, he's a walking meme right now, and R-Truth is delivering on every single
Yeah,
facet.
but now it's R-Truth and The Miz against them on Raw this week.
It's awesome.
so weird.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Yeah, dude. It gets better every week. Speaking of JD McNugent, he lost to the Miz. So now here we go. Here's a little.
I'm rooting for you, man.
Yeah. Fun fact: we thought that Jinder Mahal would have been a one-off, right? With
I
The
love
Rock.
it. I love it.
He's back again, and this time he's with Seth Rollins. Now,
Shane's a chic.
yes, it is right.
Yes.
and he is a fucking
Yeah, but can we-
heat magnet, bro.
Can we all agree that
He's
Tony
good on the
Khan
mic?
has made him the heat magnet that he is
No.
now because of Twitter?
No,
Christ.
because when he came out and he delivered that speech when he first came out before The Rock came out, I believed everything that he was saying.
And the guy can go.
He
He,
can
looks
talk,
like
he
$1
can
million
go.
bucks.
Yep.
He looks like a
I
fucking
don't know why his
asshole. And
championship
that's
reign
what he.
was so bad.
I can tell you exactly why it happened.
What do you mean? Why it was so bad, or why it just didn't really?
I know why it
It was
happened.
bad. It was a bad championship reign.
He got the belt because they were doing a tour to get to Saudi.
I mean, he's not even fucking. He's
mean-
I
he's not
understand that.
You're talking about India to get into the Indian market, which is why they put the strap on the Great Khali as well.
fair.
Yes, and then they did it again 10 years later.
But then they did that stupid Punjabi prison match, which I think that's
Horrible. That was horrible.
That's
Talk
second.
about a
So
waste
yeah,
of
Jinder
metal.
Mahal, Seth Rollins for the title, Monday Night Raw. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to assume no goddamn chance that Jinder Mahal beats him.
No,
Why
you know
can't,
what?
why
They-
can't it just be
however-
why can't it just be no chance? It's got to be no GD chance.
I'm sorry. You're right. That's wrong.
You
I'm
know
fine.
what though? They have a history with
Now
each
you're
other.
back on the GD thing?
I was never really off it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
in
off
a
it for a
dark.
little
I was in
while.
a dark place.
Yeah, well, I got a story for
Mostly
you.
because I didn't pay the bills.
They at least but you know what though? At least they have a history dating back to 2012 in NXT
I
when
saw
they
that
wrestled each
picture.
other for
I
the
saw that
NXT
picture, yeah.
championship.
yeah, I don't know. I think they could really go with
Don't hinder Jinder. Let him fucking cook.
All right, I'm not
Love
talking. I'm just hoping that they really take him like this, like down this, like really, I'm a piece of shit, fuck America
Yeah.
route, and
I
keep
think
it
that's
going.
what they're
Yes.
doing.
Because then you
Until
can bring
Hogan's ready, and then when
Hogan.
Hogan's back, we're good to go.
I heard Slaughter wants to get involved.
You know who needs to get involved? That guy right there. If Angle was ready to go
with a broken freaking neck.
with a broken fucking meme, he's just smiling. Yeah. And for the
Yeah, Fox
77th,
loves that meme.
77th time, Ivar and Otis went at it. I don't really.
That was a great fucking match.
I didn't see it. But
Yes, sir. Watch it.
after watching them go at it for the
No,
last
no, no, no,
6
no.
months, I feel like enough's enough, man. What's the payoff?
Ivar jumped off the rope and fucking Otis caught him, carried him, and slammed him.
Is what's this guy hurt? My guy?
Yes.
With what?
Oh, Chad Gable? I thought you were talking about the other fucking Viking Raider.
No, I know he's hurt, but like, is Gable hurt? He hasn't really.
His ego's probably hurt because
Oh,
Otis is more
shut up,
popular
Tommy.
than he
Go ahead,
is.
Tozawa. What are you hiding over there? Slim Jims.
To close it out, I didn't see the match, so I can't tell you how it happened or what went down because maybe I fell asleep.
They wrestled?
Cody Rhodes defeats Nakamura.
Good match.
Over? Like, are we done? Did he beat him clean?
No, it's
Like,
definitely not going to be over.
okay.
This is going to bleed into Royal Rumble, which,
But
like
that's
we
another
said,
another guy. Shinsuke.
What about him?
No, another top guy. They're trying to like fucking keep like
What was
15
it?
guys at the top. It's like
it was either the timekeeper.
it's making for a badass
it was either
Rumble,
the
actually.
timekeeper or the guy with the bell got misted. He got sprayed with the
I
mist.
saw that. That I saw. The poor timekeeper. And all right.
Honestly, I
Shinsuke
don't-
is looking like
I kind
a
of wish it was the ring announcer.
Shinsuke's looking like an S&M fucking Kane.
Honestly, I don't want
Jesus.
Shinsuke and Cody to be over until after Rumble. This is good with those two.
Finish the story.
He can't finish the story. He's on like 85
And you know what?
fucking chapters.
You know what? Not for nothing. Whoever said that the story needed to be at WrestleMania, like to win the
The
big
fucking IWC. That's who's saying.
Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is why there's no off season, and this story can end anytime. Elimination Chamber,
And this is
fucking
why-
SummerSlam.
this is
I
why-
Survivor
would
Series.
love, you know what I would love for it to happen?
What would you love?
The night after fucking Mania.
See,
At Raw.
That's
Raw.
not a bad idea.
Yep.
Like, give me
That'd
one
be
more
the
chance.
loudest fucking pop in the history.
Give me one more chance tonight after losing at Mania. Give me
one
one
more
shot,
time.
and then he does
Hey,
it there.
it worked
That
for
would be.
Gunn. Did it not work for
Celebrate
Mankind?
all night.
I watched that again the other day too. Why did that pop up?
One more time.
You know who's in his bag that night on commentary? Michael Cole. He did a fantastic job delivering that.
I don't
Like-
hate Michael Cole the way he does.
Why
I
would
don't know
anybody
why
hate
he
Michael
hates
Cole
him so much.
You hate Michael Cole?
I
The guy's a legend. He's been there the longest out of everybody.
Yeah.
right, but is it like just because of his longevity, he's the greatest?
He's
Like,
still that damn good. Everything that he delivers is great.
gets excited
He also
for
hates Corey
everything.
Graves, and I like Graves. So it's
I
like,
like Corey
bro,
Graves,
he gets in the ring, vintage entrance.
too. Okay.
Come on. Like, and then
Last
Corey
week on the-
Graves
on the-
annoying.
last week on the
like, can I
program.
get Gorilla Monsoon? Can I get Bobby Heenan? For fuck's sake,
they're dead.
Shivani.
Everybody's dead.
No, I mean you can if you get a shovel.
Where the fuck is Todd Pettingale?
Wow. Hosting
He's on
95.5
PLJ.
PLJ.
Where's what's the guy's name? Kevin.
Kevin Kelly?
Kevin. Is he still in New
He's
Japan?
doing the fucking AEW.
He did stuff with AEW.
He was
on-
is he in
doing
New
stuff on the
Japan
Collision.
still?
Collision.
Probably.
He's the Collision guy. I
No,
thought.
he's not
No,
always on Collision.
not
I don't
Kevin
think he's done
Kelly.
it in a while.
Okay. Anyway.
Shows how much
I'm
you
not
watch
wrong
Collision.
for wanting the older guys that fucking
no.
knew how to deliver.
Hey, listen.
Like they weren't former
You don't
for the most part.
No. You're mistaken here. I'm appreciating what we're getting now.
I'm
but
not.
nothing will top what we used to have. I mean, that's just
Right, but why don't we strive for that? Why do we always strive for?
Because you can't
This
du-
is what we have,
you
and this is
can't
what we're going to
duplicate
force
it.
down your throat. Like Roman Reigns was not the guy until eventually he became the guy.
Well, they tried to
And
make
it's
him
not.
the guy.
It's not because like body of work. Like The Rock became the guy by eating shit in Nation and then making himself The Rock, and then going up against Stone Cold for the Intercontinental. Like
isn't Roman on the same trajectory? Considering that he started with the Shield, broke off of that, and does his own thing. It's the same thing.
I don't know, man. I felt
And now
like,
he's the leader
I
of a
felt
new
like,
group?
I felt like he got thrust way
Well,
too quick.
Roman
and-
went reversed. Roman came in hot with the Shield.
Well, people also
Then he went on his own to. You could almost equate it to the Rocky Maivia gimmick when he was on, with the suffer and succotash and all that other bullshit.
But you know what?
I just want better. I just want better personalities for commentary. I don't think that we have to take these guys that don't want to be workers anymore that just want to be commentary. Like Wade Barrett's doing a nice job. But
I like
is he,
Wade
is he is he becoming anybody of
The
substance
other
like
guy's
they
got
did
to
back
go.
in the day?
The other guy on SmackDown's got to go.
Yeah, he definitely.
Terrible.
They've got to
makes
repair
it
the
seem like
relationship
he
with
makes
Morrow.
it seem like
Bring Morrow Ranello back, damn it.
oh, Mamma Mia, that would be fucking wonderful.
Dude, nothing popped me bigger than when I did extra work for NXT. He called my match, and then I'm in the airport. And he goes, "Hey, Chris Payne, what's happening?" And I'm at the Burger King checkout because it's the only thing open.
I was
I'm
dieting for 10 months for this.
I turned around. I'm like, "Oh, hey, Morrow."
Dude,
And I'm
Mauro
like,
Ranallo
I'm like,
Nice-
I'm actually very excited. You remembered my
he
name. He
used
goes,
to-
"Why wouldn't I remember you?"
He used to comment on our stuff, like when we would post on Twitter for the MMA stuff. He would always comment on our
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, he'll talk to
Nice
you.
guy.
Nicest guy in the
I
world.
asked him to come on the podcast.
And not for nothing, the guy. Listen, I'm I'm a significant advocate for mental health. That guy's been through some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his
I'm
rock and roller?
I'm not an advocate for mental health by any means. I just wish Morrow would come back.
Okay.
Got to repair that relationship with JBL.
He's got to repair his relationship with somebody else on that one.
No.
It's like, I don't give a shit about mental health.
No, I just have a 1950s mentality.
Oh, that's your problem.
It is a problem.
It is an issue. Yeah, you should probably go see some counseling for your mental health.
I'm not paying somebody to be like, "Tell me about your feelings."
All right. Well,
You can pay
No
me.
offense.
This is
I
what
won't say that.
this is what Thursdays are for
No
him.
offense.
He doesn't need a therapist. He needs the Fight Factory on
I'm
Thursdays.
so stubborn. I don't want to hear anybody else's opinion about
Totally
me. That's a
understand.
Yeah,
stranger.
I used to have the same outlook until I started going to therapy.
That's totally
Well,
fine.
you went to
and now we're going
you went
down
to
that
rehab.
fucking
It's a
rabbit
different
hole.
type of therapy.
Yeah. Going to see somebody to get off cocaine is a whole different ballgame there, Tommy.
Whoever makes your wiener sing.
Hey, Doc,
was the
how's
perfect
things?
therapist.
Tommy, how are you? You got any blow?
Hurry up!
Light it up. Where's the mirror?
Joe Boo needs a refill.
You got any?
Let's get
You
to
got a fresh bill?
let's get to AEW from let's
Well, if
start
that
with
was the case, I'd be a bigger AEW fan.
oh my god.
God.
What are you talking? See, you set me up, and I did not deliver on that one because I was censoring myself because I'm a good boy. AEW Collision. Here we go.
Hey, did you guys
Watching-
because we did.
Looking down at the AEW lineup and rundown, it's like when Clark Griswold opened up. He's like, it's like you have to because you're covering wrestling, but do you?
Well, we do have one person here who watches AEW exclusively, and she's not commenting over there.
So what do you mean exclusively? She watches WWE.
I didn't watch Collision this week.
Oh, heathen.
She takes her to
Now
one
Tony-
dynamite.
now
and
Tony's
she's like,
like,
the
read
rest
about
sucks.
that. My one fan doesn't watch
All right,
my
we'll
favorite.
get into
Wasn't
him
I
in a second. We'll get
talking
into
to you
him in a
before
second.
we started about how I was like, with AEW, Tommy?
Huh?
What?
No, before you got here, Dave, me and Tommy were outside, and I was like, oh, the one good thing about Dynamite, and he's like, oh, she's turning.
That's right. She's turning into. She's
All
turning
right, well,
into me.
let's roll through Collision, and then we can talk about
Well,
Dynamite.
good.
Which one's on which night?
This is Friday night. No, Saturday night. When's Collision? It's Friday.
Saturday.
It's
Saturday.
We were only there.
That's true. Sting and Darby defeat the Workhorsemen. Yeah. Eddie Kingston defeats Trent Beretta. Awesome. The Kingdom defeats Brian Keith and Commander.
Dude, by
even
the way,
better.
have you seen Brian
Who the
Keith
fuck
work?
is Griff Garrison?
He
Relax.
was in the
I'm such an asshole.
cheerleader
I'm sorry. What?
thing. He was in like that cheerleader group with
Yeah, Griff's the Varsity Blondes.
The Varsity Blondes. That
With,
was funny.
the other one with-
Pillman's partner.
Oh,
With,
okay,
like,
okay.
all the
you said
long,
the cheerleaders.
long
I was like the Spirit Squad.
That was with the
other
girl.
cheerleader
Damn it.
group.
What's her name? Julia Hart.
Yeah, Julia.
Yeah.
Got it.
He was the other guy with the
Now
curly
I
hair.
remember.
Brian Knight, right?
The singer?
Keith.
BK.
Brian Keith.
Brian Keith.
Brian,
I like
Brian McKnight.
I actually like him. I think he
dream
worked.
come
We
true.
saw him on Wednesday.
Yeah, you like him?
I thought he was solid worker, man.
All right.
Solid worker.
As he's singing Brian McKnight, we're the only two that are drinking. He's completely sober. I think he's
We're
getting
not
contact.
drinking. I had a shot.
So
shot.
you know why he's saying that, right? Because the warden's going to watch the
Oh,
show,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like, you're drinking, you son of a
You
bitch.
fucking alky.
You fucking go there. You said you're
Way
doing
to
a
go,
podcast.
booze hound. I'm here with John Bonet.
Wait until-
and where are you? We're walking hallways, trailing batons, and you're over there saucing it up and chop.
Wait till Royal Rumble when we all fall asleep here. And then,
I
where are you?
already told my wife I am getting an Uber home.
There you go. Or you're on the couch.
Like
she's already-
Shay's driving me the hour and a half home.
my wife's already
Oh no, I'm driving
processed
the
the
2.5
filings
hours
for
back to
divorce.
Connecticut.
You're what?
After Royal Rumble, I'm probably heading back to Connecticut.
You are nuts.
Listen. And this is not anything of you know what, we'll just talk after the show. You have a place here in case
Yeah.
you don't. That's ridiculous. But
And
anyway.
if you can't sleep in here, you can sleep in the room next door. People sleep there all the time.
Shut the
apparently.
fuck up, Tommy.
This is an apartment. Mind your business.
Adam Copeland defeats Ken Griffey Jr. Griff Garrison.
There he is. Doc Holiday,
got him.
folks. Let it out.
Sky Blue, Kiara Hogan. After the match, a hype teaser for Serena Deeb's return. Yes. Yeah, I like Serena.
Love
She's
Serena.
Yeah.
fucking goated. I love her. Claudio defeats Andrew Everett. These guys are just using names that I'm just like, the next one's going to be like, Bob Smith defeated Jay White.
Andrew Everett, Esquire.
Don't remember him. Ricky and Big Bill challenge Jericho and Sami to a street fight for the tag team championship at Battle of the Belts.
Yes.
There's another Battle of the Belts?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's
this
one that's- it's
Saturday.
like two,
It's like once
twice
a
year.
month at this
It's like
point.
twice a year.
Yeah, this time they're gonna have a Freddy Krueger belt.
Love it. FTR defeats House of Black. House of Black kept attacking FTR until after the match ended.
I was talking about
What
this
a
with Shay.
bastards.
I was
All
talking
of
about
them.
this with Shay before you got here. You know that in the entirety of 2023, Malachi Black did not have one singles match. Not one.
What's your point?
That's fucking stupid because he's amazing.
Come on home, Malachi.
We don't
Come
have
on home.
5 episodes in a row to go over why things are done the way they're done.
Can I know we did WWE and we're about to hit Dynamite.
Okay.
Give me a realistic percentile.
Just give me a reason. Just
Start with Tommy.
It's enough.
I've been seeing this too many times on TikTok, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, first of all, every time I see it, I pop. Like, I'm like,
When
this
she
is
drops
awesome.
it like a top.
No.
Oh.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rumble. MJF. Do you think there's any?
Nah, he's got to get his shoulder fixed, man. He's got to get his shoulder fixed.
What if that was all like a?
And as much as I would love to see MJF in WWE,
He would be lost in the shuffle. Yeah.
You know who's
Two
coming
left
out
to
at number
show.
10? A fucking 10. A fucking 10. Ty Dillinger.
Love it. So anyway, no MJF at the Rumble. Dynamite. Hangman Page starts off the show, defeats Claudio. That's 2 losses for Claudio in a row.
Sure.
No, he split his weekend series.
It was a great match. It was great.
It was unbelievable.
It was great. I'm doing my Tony impression. It was great. It was
all right.
great.
It was unbelievable.
Adam
So
Copeland,
good.
Orange Cassidy, the guy we were talking about
You know
before,
what? I don't want to
Dustin
bash
Rhodes.
this match because
Preston Vance defeats Lance, Brian Cage, and the Gates of Agony.
I don't want to bash this match as much as I want to because Brody's kid is the one that booked that match. -1 booked that match.
Okay.
Okay, but this is the one we
Stop.
talk.
Just stop.
No, I'm not going to stop. It has nothing to do with the way he booked the show. If he booked that match,
Yeah,
fine.
he booked that match.
That's his son? Oh, wait, what?
Brody Jr.
Yeah, -1.
-1, who's a
Little
kid.
kid.
Yes,
Booked a match?
He booked that match.
that's fine.
That's
I
cool.
do not have a
Did
problem.
They made mention of that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Do not have a problem with him booking that match.
Doesn't mean the match has to
The
be good.
problem I have is the very next fucking match, the girls did the same exact match.
Well, there is no girls' match according to this, not for a little while, but we'll get into it. The Acclaimed go up to the Bullet Club, suggested they join forces and make the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
No, it was the
Gang bang, scissor gang,
next
damn it.
match because
I know there's
that
a couple.
was a fucking
There's 2 promos, yes. yes.
That
you.
is the gangbang scissor gang. That's what
According
we're
to
calling
Billy
it.
Gunn, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
I like the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I think it would be a catchy little number.
You know, but it's funny because before you got here,
I just like when the Bullet Club Gold, or at least the Guns, just straight up call him Dad. You're like, yeah, Dad, you still have the fax
But the
machine.
other one, Austin, looked like he wanted to go scissor them, and he was like, and he's like, come on. And he's like,
I was looking at
bye, Dad.
Could be good.
I was looking
Yes,
at Twitter
yes.
before you got here, and Bowens put 2 guns and then the scissor, and then Austin goes, I just unblocked you. Don't make me block you again.
You know what's funny? Is Bowens'
We're not a gang.
Is
We're a
Bowens' Twitter game stepped up a little
He's
bit?
amazing.
I'm
never
gay.
changed
I'm
Anthony
fucking
Bowens.
gay, bitch! And like that's a drop if I never heard that.
Dude.
And then the other
Hilarious.
guy came online. He goes, I want to eat your ass.
Horrible.
All right, here's how good
Hilarious.
here's how good Bones' Twitter game is. Now, the guys that I work with, they don't watch wrestling, but they're on Twitter. They screenshotted that and were calling me like, "Is he really gay?" I was like, "Yeah, he's just really gay." They're like, "That's fucking fantastic."
No, I
Yeah,
know.
no,
when
he
you can
says
when
this.
you can embrace and like, not give a shit and just kind of be yourself.
Yes, please
and just
never
keep
say
going.
Anthony Bones. You
Yeah,
are
just keep going,
a
dude.
fucking
He's
god.
the man.
I
love him
laughed
so
because he
much.
goes, I'm gay, bitch. And I'm like, I thought he was bisexual.
Maybe he was on the fence and
totally
then
dropped
whoop,
the
jumped.
buy. The buy is gone.
The bye's gone.
Good for him.
Bygone. Bygones be bygones.
Bye bye.
Don't
Swerve.
clip that.
Skirt. Swerve and Hangman Page challenged. What? Wait, hold on. Swerve and Hangman Page challenged Samoa Joe for the AEW Championship. Then Hook came out, told Samoa Joe 1 week. 1 week what?
I did like
They
the one
have
thing
him
His
that
match.
they
bag
did
of
with
chips come in.
Wait, I
having
did
a
like the one
match
thing that
next
they did with Hook was where they put like the Batman signal up on the top and it just said Hook in it. That was pretty cool.
Fine.
I like Hook. I do. I think when he grows into his adult body and he gets bigger, I mean, he's good now. Like he's good now. But championship, come on.
Well, that sparked a bunch of shit on Twitter. It sparked a bunch of shit on Twitter.
It sure
And
did.
I'm ignoring this segment.
I just
Why?
You know why.
No, I
No,
just
I don't.
listen. And it's just this is how I'll stand on AEW. I appreciate the guys that are down there getting a paycheck to do what they love.
Sure.
Right? That we can all agree, hey, you're getting paid by a major company, you get to be on national TV every week, rock the fuck on, and I think that's awesome. However, you're losing instant credibility every time you go to your phone and get on Twitter as the owner and CEO or whoever the fuck, like whatever
Dude,
his
even
role
the
is.
wrestlers.
He's
Ricky
got
Starks.
to stop.
Dude,
he has to.
Ricky Starks put out a tweet, which he then deleted. It said, I wish my coworkers would shut the fuck up.
Well, it's not his coworker, it's his boss.
No. He's talking about the wrestlers that were coming to defend Tony.
There's nothing to defend here. Okay, this is like, and I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole or this hole, any kind of fucking whatever.
You don't like rabbits?
No, rabbits are fine.
You don't like going down the hole?
I only on certain days.
you want us to put some hair around it?
Relax. What I will say is
Shay's
this:
one of the guys.
when
She's fine.
Trump did a lot of this shit, people were like, change his password, take his phone away. That's what you got to do here, man. You have to save yourself the embarrassment that comes after it. Does he not expect to get slaughtered
Well, because here's
on
the thing.
Twitter by the minions and the goobers?
here's the thing.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't give a shit enough. But for God's sakes, man, you're only opening yourself up for just ridicule. And can you ever imagine in a day, like remember this? All right, this is how I'll kind of compare it. Back in the day, when Eric Bischoff,
Everything was better.
when everything was better, Eric Bischoff used to come out.
Oh,
and
they're tearing Bischoff apart, too.
publicly bash Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Remember? He would grab signs out of the crowd saying, Vince fears Eric or Bischoff.
He challenged the man to a fight.
Right? So but all that is happening because there was a legitimate war, a legitimate ratings thing, a legitimate pick a side guy.
Yeah, but it wasn't
right?
being done on Twitter. It was being done on camera.
Fine. But we all know what happens when Tony goes on camera. That doesn't look right. He looks like something's wrong with the guy.
Oh no, confused.
Again, look, the guy's not ever going to employ me. That's just the way it is. I'm not about to MF him either because he's a successful businessman.
Because he may employ him. Go ahead.
No, he won't. But
Stop it with the successful businessman.
because-
Stop it.
dude. He owns his family owns.
Stop it.
The Jacksonville
Wait,
Jaguars.
so his dad's a successful businessman.
Time out. Say that again.
His father owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Who is that? Tony's father.
Yes.
Yeah, so end
Right,
it
so
right
Tony
there.
owns nothing.
If he died tomorrow, God forbid.
I'll put money it's given to somebody else.
I'm just saying, like the guy, there is no AEW without Tony Khan, right? But as much as I say that to say this. You're also going to destroy this shit because you can't keep doing this shit. And when people come to your defense, it makes them look just as bad. I can't imagine in a world Vince McMahon would ever get on Twitter and
no,
I can't believe Hook's got a championship match tonight. It's like,
you're fired.
He wouldn't do that.
Did he get on Twitter with all the NDA stuff, which I think was, listen, the reason why WWE is as good as it is right now is because of those NDAs going public, because it put Triple H in charge. I think that was kind of strategically done.
I think there's also, when there's smoke, there's fire. There's the reason why Kevin Dunn left. Also, there's got to be something to that.
Thank God Kevin Dunn is gone.
Why is thank God Kevin Dunn? He's been there forever.
Terrible. He's terrible.
The only time he was terrible was I used to see him on
with his
Tough Enough.
85,000 camera cut. He's terrible.
All right. Well, in any event,
they just hired the guy from ESPN.
Tony Khan. I beg of you to just enjoy what you got.
But he doesn't listen.
I know he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to anybody. He doesn't listen to anybody but himself, and that's.
Do you think this is how the conversation went? Hey, Dad, my buddies and I we're gonna start a wrestling company. They only want you because you have money, Tony.
Oh, that's offensive.
They don't really care about you.
That is very offensive. How is he talking like that?
That's how he talks.
Oh, all right.
They don't really care about you. But I'm going to have the greatest company in the world, Dad. Give me $150 million.
Here we go. Here's the sound effects. Look, it is what it is.
It's the Jack.
I just wish.
Can't help it.
I just wish.
That was good, right? All right,
I just wish that there
At
was.
least Shay laughs when I go nuts, and that's
she
good
laughed
enough.
at the sound effect.
Anyway, after that, Sammy defeats Ricky Starks after the match. Big Bill, baby, came out to attack Sammy. Jericho comes out. Brawl. Yeah.
Speaking of Jericho,
wait, Jericho was on last night?
Yes.
Yeah. So when Jericho came out,
clearly that was
they cranked his music and kept it playing to hide the booze.
While he was attacking.
Yeah.
He was
was it fucking New Jack?
Yeah. It was very New Jack. The whole time.
They were trying to mask the booze.
But I don't know if there were really that many boos.
Well, I mean, there was only 2,000 people there, so how loud could it be?
But to your credit, or both of you guys said
No,
this,
my credit. I said it first.
the AEW needs to run like that all the time.
They run like that.
Absolutely.
They run like that. They'll be successful until they shut them out on Twitter and tighten some shit up inside the locker room.
They could
so
rock.
to go back to that. To go back to what we talked about before. I don't care for Hook. I don't. It is what it is. Booking him versus Samoa Joe doesn't make any sense right now. Down the road, sure. If he puts on some size or whatever. Samoa Joe is an absolute killer. It does not make sense for them to have a match.
Right.
Tony and other people answering people on fucking Twitter and acknowledging that their comments are affecting them and how they run their business is a fucking big L.
Huge L.
Shut your mouth. You want to be successful. Put your time and effort into not tweeting and put it into figuring out a game plan to top what they're doing on Mondays and Fridays. And then go from there.
They're going to end up
and
giving
run
them a
the
nervous
small
breakdown.
venues so you get out of the red and you start fucking making some money, and then you could and then just go and get some good storylines going. There's more than enough talented people in that locker room
100%.
if they're used correctly.
Yep.
If you stop buddying everything and making sure this guy gets on because he's buddy with this guy and that one's buddied up, so he's going to play on this side. Stop it. Get that fucking kid Nick Wright off the television. Thank God they're finally kicking the mother off, even though
Nick Wayne?
Nick Wright on FS1.
Nick
who's
Wayne?
been really
What's his
riding
name?
the Cowboys this year. Thank you, Nick.
Nick Wayne?
Nick Wayne, yeah.
Everyone sees what's going on with that. That's going to implode because he was getting angry that Christian Cage was yelling at his mom. And then Lucha Douche is getting fucking pissed off that he always fucking goes to thank him, but then turns around and thanks himself. Like, it's an unneeded, necessary, unneeded storyline with two guys that don't need to be on television right now for any reason whatsoever. The TNT's a stupid fucking belt, whatever. You have to invest in better storylines and putting people in the right spots.
Can you end that by saying baby?
Baby.
There you go.
Speaking of good storylines, Anna Jay, Chris Statlander, and Willow Nightingale.
You just said, speaking of good storyline, and you threw Anna Jay out
That's
there.
the joke. Thunder Rosa defeats Saraya, Ruby Soho, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. Which you said they were duplicated a spot?
Bro,
right?
it was signature move, and then whoa, big finish. It's like they did the same shit in the guys match. Talk to the people before you. Find out what's going on in the match. It's so fucking annoying.
Sounds very indie. It sounds very
But dude,
indie.
like it's like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna dive. Sweet, I'll dive.
You know what? It always reminds me. But when you're
What are you
saying
going to work?
that,
The arm. That's what I was gonna do.
Dude.
You should probably change it. No.
That was
Wait,
good.
as he's saying that, it reminds me of the movie The Wrestler. That one scene when they're in the back, he's like, "You should work the back." Oh, you're working the back. All right, so then don't work the back. Then you can work the back. So
That's not indie wrestling, though. That's wrestling. Like,
is- yeah.
don't do what they. Why do I want to see that again?
Every speech Pat ever gave in the WrestlePro locker room was
Talk to
Talk
the
to
people.
everybody. Make sure you
talk
don't
to
have
the
the same
vets.
shit.
Talk to the vets. Talk to the people that are on before you. Talk that are on after you. Make sure what they're doing is not what you're doing.
right.
It should be dumbed down, better, bigger, biggest. Motherfucker!
Keep going. I'm listening.
What?
Wrestlers.
Wrestlers L.
Anyway, we can put that down for now.
Can you not waste the battery then? Turn it off.
Listen to this guy.
Maybe you shouldn't have lost the fucking remote.
Oh.
I didn't lose it. I left it at home. Point being,
Anyway.
talk to the people that are going on. That's how a good it'll be produced so much better if you figure out what's going on beforehand. If I got to go in there and me and Dave are fucking elbow, and then Tommy and Shay, right, and then them two, forearm, elbow, same fucking thing though. Like holy shit. Shay and I said it the other day on the last week's show. They did 67 tilt-the-world backbreakers. You're telling me in all the moves that Nova came up with, you can't find something different than a tilt-the-world fucking backbreaker.
Who came up with?
Nova.
Really?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have broken.
It's on its fucking list. Like I'll throw it at you.
All right. Roderick Strong came out to my theme
Oh,
music.
No, he
shave your
didn't.
mustache.
No, he didn't. He did not come out to your theme music. He came out to whatever music that they use for the.
Victory is
He
mine.
needs to shave his mustache.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
He looks like he owns a panel van with a tiny window.
Defeats
And
Brian
Wardlow
Keith.
looks like he just hates being there.
Oh my god! And it's written on the wall. He's gonna fucking implode and turn on them all.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Okay, main event time. Sting and Darby.
Everyone loses.
Sting and Darby defeats Will Hobbs and Takeshita.
Darby, oh my God.
Here we go.
Let's
He
fucking
fucking
dissect
almost
that.
snapped his neck in half
Yeah.
on that fucking rolling.
Did not see
Cool
it.
move, but
You didn't see it,
I
right?
did not see it.
All right,
he
well,
did.
He was
Shiitake.
like a jump rope, and they just like.
Oh my! Oh, that no,
Through.
not that one. I was talking about a different one, but that one too. Very good.
Which one were you talking about?
So anyway.
No. Shay, go ahead. Let Shay talk.
What did you
No,
say?
I
Shay?
said it. They like. I thought that was what you're talking about. They threw him like a.
They were like double dutching him, and then they fucking threw him across the ring, and his head snapped off the rope. Oh. But I was talking about Shiitake on the outside. He had him in a waist lock and did a roll, and then rolled him again and Germaned him. But
On the outside?
Yes,
Yeah.
but he over rotated him, and he landed on his fucking C6.
He's here for a short, fun time, not a long time. What was
Oh
it? What
my
was it?
God.
here for a fun time, not a long time. Sure.
JR loves him. And
Well-
he's gonna lead his 10-bell salute, man.
After the
Not-
match.
God forbid.
After the match, ladies and gentlemen.
You're not going to talk about Sting's fucking bump?
Oh, he almost died too.
Well, Sting's
Another one where the fucking they had two tables set up.
Was that a table?
Two tables, yeah. They were
It was
two
plastic.
really long
past that
tables.
people.
No, they were two really long tables. They have them.
Nobody got that.
But
one.
he fucking what did he do? The Scorpion Death
Scorpion Death Drop.
Off the top of the fucking landing. Sting misses one table. Sting hits the other one. It doesn't really snap. It just collapses the legs, and then he hits his head on like the divider of the mat and the concrete and like a post.
And it looked like Hobbs' hand was like behind his, like protecting
Yeah.
his neck. So thank you, Hobbs, for us not seeing Sting paralyzed.
That would have
before
been
But in
Sting's
case
last
you're
match.
wondering on who the hell could be involved in
God.
Sting's final match,
Spy versus Spy.
Dude, it was
the Young Bucks
the light
come out.
light in the dark.
come on out and kind of look him down, stare him down. Look, say what you will about the Young Bucks. I know Shay's a big fan
Hold
of the
on,
Young Bucks.
wait, hold on. Let him get it in.
The Tinkle Twink, whatever the
Tickle
fuck.
Taint Twins?
There it is.
them
Go
two.
ahead, move on.
Well, I got an even better one for you when you're done with this. As
here we
to
go.
who's writing this.
Oh, here we go.
So, look, Sting is a
Sting!
is a goddamn legend.
Yeah.
He is one of the top, maybe 5 figures in professional wrestling history, maybe top 10, right?
No, he's top 5.
Right. So
kept the face paint the whole time.
Sting, right? So
Blade Runners.
for him to say,
The Dingo Warrior.
for him to say that, hey, I want my last match to be a tag match with Darby Allin against the Young Bucks, I can't imagine that's his idea.
It is. He's writing all of this.
I don't think he is.
I don't think so either.
He's admitted it. There's been articles written with his quotes.
Tommy,
of
I
him
can hand you an envelope
writing
too
this.
and say, hey, say this is your idea.
This is his idea. Now, listen,
Why?
I don't know. Personally,
Sounds like you do know, because you're telling me it's Bible that he fucking did it.
this is all what he wants to do. Now, here's what I don't. First of all, I think it's ridiculous that a 64-year-old man is undefeated in a wrestling organization, whether it's written or not.
Fuck it. Who cares?
Okay, that's one.
That doesn't matter.
Now, I know he's not the most popular guy in the world right now.
Who?
Chris Jericho?
Oh.
How would you not have, and if Sting wants to do this in a tag, fine. How could you not do this with Darby and Sammy, two of the pillars, against two of the legends of the company?
It's not a bad play.
Like, how do you not do that? How do you miss that boat?
I wanna know
for
why it's
the
not-
fucking cosplay twins.
I want to know why it's not Sting and Darby versus, holy shit,
It's holy shit. it's
Ric
tag team.
Flair and Lex Luger. That's what I want to know.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
know, I
Why
haven't-
can't it happen?
Have you seen Luger?
I have a
Holy
joke,
shit.
but I'm not.
He's
gonna say
rolling
it.
around.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to say it, but please keep Ric Flair out of the ring. That was terrible. He couldn't even get out of the ring on his own last night.
He chopped Hobbs, right?
Twice.
Was it effective? I doubt it.
No.
There wasn't even a woo to be found.
Except for the
like
energy drink sponsored by.
But then
And
they
I'm
had
like,
to
oh,
help
yeah.
him. Like, the camera cut away. But
He's like
trying
80 fucking years old, bro.
So
What do you-
stop it.
He almost died 4 years ago.
This is like classy Freddie Blassie, like jumping into the ring and wanting to hit somebody with the cane. It don't work. It don't
So I guess
work.
we'll see how that plays out.
You know what? You're going to be sitting here one day and be like, man, I wish Flair got in there one more time.
He did get in there one more time.
because I saw
and
this
he was
one more time.
bleeding like a stuck pig. Oh, shit.
I
Which,
saw
by
this
the
one
way,
more time.
Which, by the way, I saw Iron Claw.
Phenomenal.
Told
Boy, does that tug on your heartstrings.
I mean,
told you.
there's no spoiler.
However-
There's no spoilers.
I mean, there really isn't. I mean, if you know the story, you know the story. I now found out the entire actual story.
Cried like a baby.
I did.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a rough one, but I will say, dear casting director, who the fuck played Ric Flair? Because that was brutal. Like, you cannot. Like, how do you fuck up Ric
Was he a
Flair?
Scotsman?
Yeah, I don't even know what he was.
Well, the
but
funniest part is they also, and like Zac Efron's awesome.
Oh, he's
they
great.
probably should have had Zac Efron as
Tornado.
the Texas Tornado, and the guy that played the Texas Tornado.
B. Kelly.
Yeah.
The
The body
similarities.
types were
Body
the
types.
same. I mean, I understand the guy that played
Ready
Texas
for
Tornado
this?
was shorter.
The guy that
didn't
played.
even know Texas Tornado lost a foot.
Yeah, a
didn't
lot
know
of
that?
people. a
I
lot
did
of
not
people-
know that.
A lot of people didn't.
Because when he lost a foot in that accident in the movie, I'm like, he didn't even sign with WWE yet. What the fuck? You know, are they going to bypass that? But here I am, schmucko me, didn't
Bro,
even know
I
he
had
got
no
a
idea.
prosthetic.
I was also reading that Vince McMahon had like publicly complained about a company having a wrestler as an amputee, which I think they were talking about them, and then he brought him in as the Texas Tornado and put the IC belt on him.
And then they brought in Zach Gowen to just get destroyed by everybody.
I didn't know that
Just Brock
Tornado
Lesnar.
was about to be arrested before he got right after he got released. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be. He was supposed to get arrested
what?
before he killed himself.
Yeah, that was the most brutal scene. Honestly, that was the one.
Wasn't it a drug
that's
charge?
the
Was
one
it a
that
drug
got
charge?
me.
I don't want to misspeak. I think it was a drug charge though.
But anyway, great movie. Go see it.
Great movie.
It's
But
one
honestly,
of those movies where
you
That
really,
kid-
you
that
literally,
shit
you could, you. Efron was much bigger than the other kid, even though that kid looked jacked in that movie that played Kerry. He would. I think it would have done. It,
do you think that was a
phenomenal?
Do you think that was an accurate assessment of how insanely involved the father was with wrestling?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
on
Yes.
the night of the funeral.
No, it's fucking-
was
it is.
involved in the whole thing.
It is documented big time.
He was
who?
Bro,
The-
go watch
the-
the WCCW fucking
Oh.
documentary. Go watch the WCCW. They'll tell you Fritzy was a fucking maniac.
Because Fritz was like, dude, it was like the day of the fucking funeral. He's like, all right, let's talk about the world championship. And I was
Yeah,
like,
and
they-
holy shit, the
Bro.
guy's fucking body's not cold yet.
They say it in the fucking documentary, but years ago when they made it,
Yeah,
that
so
he
that's
was out
wild.
of his mind.
Yeah, he's sure as shit. So
But
wait, now
if it
correct me
wasn't
if I'm
for
wrong.
Fritz, we wouldn't have the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Really?
He's what he gave Mark Calloway his first spot against Bruiser Brody.
No shit. Wow,
Yep.
that's awesome. But I will ask you this:
Stone Cold Steve Austin was with him
which
too, right?
were
With the tuna fish.
the AEW just brought in who to wrestle?
Their sons.
Are
Kevin
didn't
Von
sign
Erich.
them, though.
Kevin Von Erich's
So the
sons
kid-
got
so the
brought
kids
in.
that were
that
in-
was like a year ago, no?
No,
it
just
was
like
right
fucking
after the movie.
3 months ago. Not
Dude,
even.
they were
2 months ago.
so
Was it that
popular.
recent?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but they were so popular in MLW, hugely.
Now I'm
popular
asking
in
you:
MLW.
are these the 2 kids that are fucking with Zac Efron at the end of the movie? Those 2 kids?
Yeah.
So the Zac Efron's kids turn out to be wrestlers.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
that's
Kevin.
Kevin because he plays Kevin.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, and anyway, the
And
more you
he's
know.
doing a signing at Big Event, which we should be at again.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
You got big event.
that's a big one.
WrestleCon, you got all this shit coming
get
up.
some
It's gonna
good
be
stuff
fun.
going on. There's a lot of people there.
And it's funny
MJF.
with that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
With that movie, if you
I got to show you the lineup. It's sick.
yeah.
if you aren't a wrestling fan and
Liger.
you go to see that movie,
I took Steph. She's
you
not a
just
wrestling fan.
you just look at that, you're like, oh my god, like there's no way that's real. That's like too Hollywood. As a wrestling fan, you literally just watched probably the saddest story in wrestling history ever. There is no other sadder story.
And you don't realize how over they were
and
as
what's
wrestlers.
crazy is,
Yeah.
it's what's crazy is like,
Bro, they
you know,
covered the whole family on anything that they did. They could have fought it in the wind. And they're like, oh, and the
Well,
smell is
what I'm
coming. It
saying is-
smells like roses.
what I'm saying is, as far as like Cody's, the beginning of his song, like wrestling has more than
Yeah.
one royal family. Like I can see it because Cody, Dustin, and Dusty, right?
Yep.
The Von Erichs,
Yep.
the Rhodes. Outside of that, the Hearts, because I watched, you know what I watched the other day? Wrestling with Shadows again for whatever reason. It was on YouTube for free.
to go back and watch
Colognes.
And
that.
I tell you right now, I don't like Bret Hart. I don't like him because I just think he complains about everything.
he cries about everything.
That's what I'm saying. He feels like a big baby.
There's
but,
other families, though, the Colognes.
but the Colognes,
Carlos Colon.
obviously the bloodline with all that
Yeah.
entire family.
No, so like there's a bunch of.
There is.
Yeah.
A bunch of them.
So
But I
Co-
don't think there was
so
any
Cody's
more
not wrong.
famous family than the Von. But
I mean, they took over a state.
yeah, but here's the
and
thing:
a territory. by
They're
themselves.
the sad thing is they're as famous as they are because of the tragedies.
I was more. You know what? I was actually more upset about the
Carrie's daughter
The
was a
youngest
wrestler
one.
for a while too.
youngest one who had went into a coma.
Chris.
Oh, dude, I was like, fuck, man. He comes out, he can't even talk right, and I was like, oh,
And they were like trying to put him in the ring.
Yeah.
it's fucking.
Well,
sad.
but that's the one who died in
Whacked.
Japan, right?
Did he die in
He's
Japan?
dead?
No, that kid, that's the one that he went
Oh, he
down
killed
to the,
himself.
He
That's
went
right.
down to the lake by the tree.
Yeah, and he shot himself.
Shot himself.
Carrie.
They all
did
fucking
too,
shot themselves.
but-
It was
Terry
horrible.
shot himself by the tree near the house.
The one that-
Chris
the one
was
that
the one
died-
that took the. He left the letter and then
They
took
all
some,
left letters. Which is
No, but he
even-
took some beers in the quad and then he went out to the.
Yes.
No,
to
the
the-
one
yes,
that one that died in Japan.
He was about to be world champion. He was about to have a match with Flair.
See,
Right.
This is what they didn't cover in the movie.
I mean, they're not going to cover everything, but
Well, to be accurate.
Brody. The story is Brody went into his hotel room and got rid of all of the drugs and shit.
Well,
dude, talk about somebody who nailed their character. Brody, Bruiser Brody looked fucking awesome.
What about?
So did the
what about,
Freebirds.
Freebirds
Freebirds. Yeah.
look great. No, there was somebody else where I was like,
I'm
holy
a little
shit.
upset that they didn't hire.
Oh, damn
Really?
it. The Harley Race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro, fucking nailed
I
it.
was a little upset they didn't hire Youssef for Bruiser Brody. They probably should have hired him.
They could have done that. Anyway, that'll do it this week, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a awesome, loaded show right here on the Fight Factory. Yeah, these two are loaded. But anyway, keep watching the show. Subscribe to the channel. Big things coming on the horizon with Premiere. A lot of cool shit happening there. So watch our show for free each and every week right here on YouTube. For Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Chris Payne over there, and of course, producer Shay. This has been another episode of the Chop Sports Fight Factory. We'll see you guys next week.
I'll see you on the wrestling hour. Like an unmade bed.